Hello people, welcome to the another episode of the Nostalgia Trip, where I'll talk and share my childhood memories with you guys, so please take a seat, fasten your seatbelt and let's begin. Story begins when I was 8 years old. I always liked to spend my free time playing on my PlayStation 1, but one time that year, there was a party going on for me. My whole family came to my house to pay me a visit. I can't remember what was the occasion for this whole gathering, but I remember getting a massive gift. It was a box wrapped around in gift paper, and when I opened it, I was absolutely blown away. It was a PlayStation 2 console, and I was even more blown away at just the thought of moving from this to this. Also, the console came with a few games, and the one I want to talk about today was one of them. Burnout Revenge is a racing game.
Dear God.
There's more. You may ask, what is so special about it? Let me show you. Hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. When I was a kid, I also really enjoyed watching shows like Top Gear and Mythbusters, and the thing I really liked in these shows was so when I found out I can do this in a video game, I was thrilled. So guys, enough talking, let's get straight into the game. I even still have my original PS2 copy right here, so let's insert this bad boy. Burnout Revenge was created by Criterion Games, and published by
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
Released in 2005 on PlayStation 2 and Xbox, and a year later on Xbox 360. And I must say, I think I have fallen as a victim of a Mandela effect, because before making this video I was absolutely sure that this game was also available on the PC, but it was never released on PC. Anyways, the game is about racing your opponents from start to finish, and whoever gets first wins. But the devs thought that would be boring, so they decided to let you absolutely obliterate your opponents, on many different ways, and everyone was happy. You even get rewarded for doing so. With every opponent wiped off the face of the earth, your nitro gauge expands up to 4 levels. Also, your rating goes up. Your rating increases every time you perform like a badass during a race, like driving on the wrong side of the road, making jumps, and slamming traffic vehicles. But you also have to watch out because your opponents can take you down too. If they do so, then their indicator above their car turns red and they become your rival. And if I ever made a list of things that I hate, then everyone who ever destroyed my car would take a spot on the list. Now let me tell you about the other game modes. Imagine this scenario: you're enjoying your time, doing stuff in your house, but then remembered that you should be doing stuff somewhere else. You check your watch, but you're already late, so you decided to drive your car as fast as you can, but then you get stuck in a traffic jam. Have you ever felt like you wanted to destroy every car in front of you? Then don't worry, Burnout Revenge got you covered. Literally, the first mission in the game objective is to destroy as many traffic cars as you can. More cars you destroy, the more your total damage done cost increases. That later decides on which medal you'll get after finishing. You're also limited by a time limit, but the timer expands with every car you destroy. There are no laps, no enemies, just you driving around a city absolutely murdering everyone. But with every completed lap around the track there are less cars to destroy, making it harder to keep the timer above 0. But also every car you destroy is worth more. And when the timer reaches 0, then this happens. After completing every event we get stars based on our rating, and the medal we managed to achieve. Stars add up to our rank, increasing our ranking, and with every rank up we unlock new parts of the world where we can continue our progress. There are 10 zones total in the game that we unlock with every rank up. Sometimes they introduce new cities that we can race in, but now let me go back to the game modes. Crash events are pretty similar to the previous event, but instead of racing around the track, we have to cause as much mayhem as we possibly can on a closed areas. The more damage we cause, the higher our score will be. Before every crash event starts, we are given a small quick time event, where after hitting the acceleration button a bar starts to fill, where we have to tap the buttons again to stop the bar. If we manage to stop the bar at the both sides on the green zone, we get a boost and our car will start with higher speed, but if we press the button too late, then this happens. Also, with the chaos caused by us, our crash breaker meter goes up. When it reaches 100%, we have to rapidly tap a button shown on the screen to charge our crash breaker, and when it reaches 100% or the timer goes up, then this happens, causing even more chaos. Honestly, I don't think that I have to explain why this game mode was my favorite as a kid. Moving on, we also have 3 different types of races. A regular race where we have to try our best to cross the finish line first, and I have to mention that every time we crash we lose 1 nitro level, but we still have control on our wreck for a few seconds that we can use to crash into our opponents, regaining our nitro and stopping them from overtaking us. There's also a variant of races called Grand Prix, which is nothing different from regular races, apart there's a set of few tracks, and after finishing one race we get points based on our final position, and we move to another track, and after finishing every race, person with the most points wins. Another type of races are eliminator events, where every 30 seconds person on the last place gets eliminated until only one racer is left, making him the winner. The last type of races are events called Burning Lap, that puts to test our driving skills, because we have to get to the finish line in the fastest possible time. Our only opponent is the clock, and since there are no other opponents we have no easy way of refilling our nitro, so we have to use methods I had mentioned before. For example, driving on the wrong side of the road or smashing traffic cars also refills our nitro, but we have to be careful because crashing into oncoming traffic results in this. Last event, and probably my second favorite one, is called Road Rage, where we are limited by time and our objective is to destroy as many opponents as we can. Event ends when our time runs out or we crash our car too many times. And that's about it for today's episode of A Nostalgia Trip. If you never played this game or you want to relive your own memories you have with this game, I highly recommend giving it a try and you won't be disappointed. Honestly, this game is one of the best racing games I ever played. Driving is hella fun, destroying your opponents is so satisfying. Don't forget the bunch of different game modes, a huge list of cars to choose from that we can unlock by winning events, that we can also customize their color if we want to by pressing a button, and honestly if this game was released today, knowing EA, we would have to buy a DLC to do so. Also the soundtrack is great, a mix of some rock songs that are very fitting while playing it. I even have couple of songs saved on my Spotify, but sadly since I don't want my channel to get deleted by some angry record labels, with a broken heart I had to mute the music. So yeah, if you enjoyed my video please leave a like and share your own memories you have with this game. Also check out my other episodes. Remember to stay healthy guys, and take care.